me once again. Bishop, thank you very much for agreeing to accept me in my own church of Nyamira. As I thank Bishop, I want also to thank another bishop who is not here with us today. And that is Bishop Simon Onyango, who eventually identified me. That is the Bishop of Southern Nyanza. Now, many people would be wondering, why Southern Nyanza? I grew up in South Nyanza. I grew up in Migori. My home is also in Migori. And I can see the Migori people here. I'm going to introduce you in just they're there. But I also also anyar gembende. Jo gembende ona koro anyar pinjariyo. So don't be surprised kaucha nanya Migori kenda nya game anyar pinjariyo. And I thank God for that. Now, how I want to introduce my family. Kilwongi ni men pain. Kilwongi ni men pain. Family nyan mane. I don't know what you meant when you say I come and introduce my family. Because akiani family na chakore kanyo rumo kanye. Nikech generally ilongaga ni men pain. Let me start with introducing Menpeny. One of them I'll not introduce because you all know him, isn't it? Maybe somebody else will introduce him, and that is Baba. But I have some family members. Let me just see you. Nyakamami. Aneni kanyo. Oh, jariyo gekede family na. You mean I'm that bankrupt? Manuti echogo. Machato wadwa. Now, angeni, it is difficult because some of these members of my family, I know they are going to be introduced again. But nitie, apart from Nyakamami, Her Excellency Ruto Odinga. And of course, my sister-in-law plus my daughter, Tabu Osere. Let me leave them there. But I also have a group that calls themselves sons and daughters of Mama Ida. Adeno chogo kanyo, chogo donge koro kusidwa gine. The group that calls themselves sons and daughters of Mama Ida. Sons and daughters, most of them are politicians and they are going to be introduced later. But Nyawangaya, I know you are one of them. Dr. Tiendia Mola, I know you are the last born. Some people have come to try to dethrone you and you refused. Now, but I want to introduce another brother of mine from Migori. Ilongoni Sale Okech. Migori kumwa aicha en metropolitan. Kikupan nyan kakasa kwa kama kugile choluole ile mantie. Migori wakikore. Wangisale kacha. Oluole Migori. Odongo Migori. Osomo Migori. Owachudhuluo moloi. To Migori no kendina no kantie Fatuma. Ilogonu Fatuma full network. Ubendo nya Migori and women rep Migori County. Oh, come on. Neno Jackie Gad bendo wa Migori. Thank you, Jackie, for coming. Jackie chande ubende jawada alungonu woda. Migori kucha. Kuro katiko jo Migori wo. Osiepena mang'eny kama oting'o nyakano, ang'e ni Otiende bro introduce you. Donge? Kama oting'o Nyaugenya, Nyaugenya, Mrs. Rasanga. En bende nitie kacha. Kama oting'o, king'e ni okina politician tino osiepna mibiro ka. To ochung' anena nikech kamoro samoro ni introduce politicians dang' idong'. Donge? King'e ni osiepna do kina politician. Achaki gi Janat. Secretary ma Nat. Okung'e iluonge ni Oyuo. Nadwa mondo luonge ni Oyo to loko ni Oyuo. Erokamano. An kata gi wuoda moro mahera ahinya bende ohera. Iluongo no Ombija Taya. Nyakor buoko cha pesa. Ombija no buneno kanyo biro kan keshan. Erokamano Janyakach. Nitie Wengena Feila. Kata Tinago. Kata nitie about your royal media, ilogo ni Tinogal. To kako introduce herself, kamoro you may not understand, ulogo regan Tinogal. Ichandego, irego. Nitie Nyarowadwa kacha. Rachel Nyagem modak Migori. Nitie Daktari Dr. Elizabeth eno puonjo just kar kae. To en nyasa kwa mutedo game. Erokamano. Kacha pod arito mondi. Kar ka kacha chien kacha nitie nyasa kwa iluongo ni Doli Otieno. Doli odak Doli en nyasa kwa to tedo Alego. Aneni Millicent Ayuo be aneno kacha. To aluonge gi nyingi cha Jadolo. Obende en Jadolo. En wuod Kano. Wuod Wang'aya. En owadgi Nyawang'aya. Jakongo aneni erokamano. Nitie osiepna moko ariyo kama bende dwa introduce. Aparo gan gimomiyo Bishop Simon oyiera ni mondo oketa canon is because of the work matime in my previous schools kama nasome school miluongo ni Ogande Girls. One got very strong alumni group. So that strong alumni group together we have been able to put up a resource center worth 350 million. Ogande Girls is under sponsorship of the Anglican Church. This is a challenge to everybody who went to school. And I know all of you went to school. How many of you have gone back to your previous school to see what you can do for your school? In fact, nyego mi anadhi ogaleni Magijo Maranda. Negi hadoga meet ya wadasaka gi plan kaka gidwa gero Maranda. And I felt very jealous and I said I also went to school, so I started doing something for Uganda. But I urge everybody who went to school, just go back to your previous school. Check what is happening there. Even if you have nothing, just buy pencils for the little children there. So don't ignore and say that is the responsibility of political leaders. Please, it is also your responsibility. You must stand back and say thank you for having been there and see how you can support your previous school. Now, in the corner there, I have two ladies. One of them, By the way, I'm mag school. Gin alumni mag Ogande girls. Nitie kacha Rispa Otiato on Neso Mogande and committee Waramar Ogande. I want Anastasia, Anas Obende Nyar Ogande, and everywhere we go to, they like to give us support. We support each other in very many ways. That's why they are here. I know you brought greetings from alumni Magogande girls, isn't it? Thank you very much for coming. Now, I don't want to conclude, but I know some of my friends are going to be introduced in a different way. Nyego in Tibet kanyonango. Masha nyeka iluonge ni Nyamwalo. She's an MCA. To nyingem official tiluongo ni Wilfrida Arunda. Kauna pare. Aneno nyeka mondo be kacha. Yeah. Yeah. Nyawiyoma. Ero kamano mama Jennifer Nyabanda. Ang'e ni gintie ka koro moko linga to kokichung to bai ok na introduce. O kamano. Ero kamano. Koro adwa weyo nikech ang'e ni all these my friends also happens to be friends, politicians, and they be introduced elsewhere. But all of them are. I don't see anybody who is not mine here. Aneno Nyakano Kacha. Aneno Nyarai. Aneno Nyakadem. Aneno Nya Kanyada. Aneno Nya Mrs. Ndolo. Aneno Ukar Kanya. You will introduce. So for that, I want to thank you very much for coming and to welcome you to Bondo. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, Mama and the Kenyans. I will invite you back when the time comes. Sema kofi kwa Mama.